The Sony HT S20R isn't what it seems. On the surface, it looks like a budget beast, but what if I told you it's hiding something dark beneath? But here's the real mystery. Why are thousands of users upgrading within months of buying it? The shocking answer is buried deep in this video. Part 1, Sony HT S20R sound test. Fire it up, and the room comes alive. Vocals? Crystal clear. Bass? Thumpy enough to trick a beginner's ears. But listen closer, and a different story unfolds. In our test, the surround channels kicked in, but the depth wasn't there. Explosions didn't rumble, they whispered. Music felt flat when it should have soared. You'll feel it instantly if you've ever used a true Dolby Atmos system. Something's missing here. And once you notice it, you can't unhear it. But here's the twist. For some users, this exact tuning is perfect. Is this soundbar secretly designed only for tiny rooms? I'll reveal the shocking design compromise later in this video. Part 2, Sony HT S20R versus Samsung's Budget King. Now here's where things get spicy. In 2025, Samsung's HW-B550 is dominating the budget game. Why? Virtual surround, adaptive sound modes, bigger wattage, and a deeper, more cinematic soundstage out of the box. We tested both head-to-head. On paper, the Sony HT S20R looks stronger. It even has real wired rear speakers. But during a real movie test, Samsung shocked us. Bass felt heavier, dialogues more immersive. But does that mean Samsung wins? Not so fast. Because Sony's real strength isn't raw power, it's control and channel separation. So which one is better? Hold that thought. I'll declare the real winner after you've seen the full battle unfold. Part 3, Sony HT S20R versus Sony HT S40R. Time to talk betrayal. You'd think the HT S40R, Sony's own big brother, would be the clear winner. More power, sleeker sub, wireless rear amp, right? But when we tested them back to back, something strange happened. Yes, the HT S40R was louder. More punch, more bass. But the HT S20R? It sounded tighter, more controlled, more focused. Surprised? So were we. This isn't a clear upgrade path. It's a lateral move. If your room is small, the HT S20R might actually be the better choice. But which one gives the better experience in gaming, music, and daily use? That verdict is coming up, along with a brutally honest recommendation you didn't expect. Gear Part 4, Sony HT S20R Setup Experience. Now let's talk real-world setup, the part no one tells you about. This system uses wired rear speakers. That means cable management chaos if you're not prepared. No wireless flexibility. No ceiling bounce. No height illusion. It's straightforward, but not modern. The subwoofer acts as the hub. Connect everything here, and you're locked into a fixed configuration. Good for consistency, but terrible if you're trying to hide wires in a clean room setup. And here's a hidden catch. The rear speaker cables are short. If your sofa is far from the wall, you'll need extensions, or you're stuck placing the speakers awkwardly. Part 5, the hidden dark reality. Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. Sony's HT S20R wasn't designed to compete with new generation soundbars. It was built on 2019's technology, rebranded for 2025 buyers who don't know better. That's the harsh truth. There's no Dolby Atmos, no ARC, no HDMI pass-through, no app control. The remote feels outdated. The UI is basic. This system is built to deliver the bare minimum and sell on Sony's name. If you're buying it expecting a future-proof system, you will be disappointed. So why do people still love it? Because at this price point, it gives them real surround sound, even if it's wired and basic. It feels like a home theater, and that illusion is powerful. Part 6, Final Verdict and Recommendations. So let's answer the final question. Should you buy the Sony HT S20R in 2025? If you want true 5.1 surround on a budget, and you don't care about wireless features or Dolby Atmos, this system delivers. It's simple, effective, old school. But if you're buying your first ever soundbar and want a more immersive, future-proof system, skip it. Go for Samsung HW-B550, JBL Bar 500, or Sony's newer Dolby Atmos models. These bring better tech, cleaner setups, and stronger resale value. Bonus, secret tip for buyers. There's one setting inside the HT S20R that no one uses, but it boosts your experience instantly. It's called night mode, But here's the trick. Use it even in daytime. It compresses loud sounds, boosts low-volume scenes, and balances the whole soundstage for smaller rooms. Combine that with voice mode on, and suddenly the clarity improves like magic. Try it. You'll hear the difference instantly. Closing line, cliffhanger. So here's the final mystery. If Sony knows the HT S20R is outdated, why are they still pushing it in 2025 like it's brand new? And what does that mean for their next lineup? You'll want to see what I discovered about Sony's new releases. It changes everything. Subscribe, because that deep dive is coming next.